Hey y'all, it's Christy with Teadoddles. It is time for day 9 of the Advent calendar. I have to remember I'm filming this a day ahead. Maybe I won't say the wrong day one day. We'll see. So, it says for day 9, it says, give it some flair. Okay, as you can see, I have not finished mine, but I did go ahead and stitch around the rest of the letters here so I could show you how to take the sulky off. I can go back in and finish stitching this later. Maybe y'all got further than me, but I would take this off. You can see there's a lot of extra out here. So what I usually do is just kind of pull it. It kind of will pull like perforated paper almost, because it's got the where you poked with a needle. You just want to be careful not to pull your stitches up. You don't want to pull it super hard. Like, you see this, what's happening here? This is kind of moving my stitches a little bit. So I would hold it and pull it. I just like to get a good bit of it off before I take it to soak, which I'm not going to do on this one yet because I'll do it once I finish it. But I don't really need this on here for the whole thing. I just mostly needed it for my word, and you make it bigger so it stays in your hoop, and your hoop can hold it on, or you can use pins to hold it on, but yeah. So I'll just pull off as much as I can usually, and then the rest of the stuff I would take this in. You just like some lukewarm water, like just basic tap water. You don't want it to be like freezing cold, but just your basic tap water, just room temperature water. And it will just dissolve away, and then you can lay it flat to dry. And you may want to hit it with an iron on a cotton setting to get the wrinkles out once you're done. Usually if you put it back in the hoop, it's going to stretch it flat anyway, but just hit it after you get all the stuff off if you feel like it's too wrinkly. Okay, so that's what you would do to finish that portion up. Now, obviously I'm not going to do that yet because I'm not done with mine. So what we want to do before we finish this up, this little thing right here, you can use it to hang this or put something on to hang it. I've seen some people say they're going to use it as a Christmas ornament. That is perfectly fine. You can use it as a Christmas ornament or just to hang in your maker space, which is what I will probably do with mine. So you just push it down. You want to keep that even, or if you want it to be sideways, whatever. You just do it however you want to. You do tighten it up. So now all this excess fabric, you just kind of, what I do usually, you see how I'm tucking it back there? Obviously it's not going to stay by itself. But what I would do, or what I'm going to do, is tack it with some thread, like to itself back here. Just kind of tack it in there, tack it in there. Now you can go around with pinking shears and trim it off if you want. I just rather keep that extra to help it stay in my frame that I'm going to use. You can also use the other piece of fabric. Lay your hoop without this in it on top, trace it, and then cut a piece to kind of glue over the back, to cover all that up if you want to. Okay, I'm not going to use mine for that because nobody's going to see the back. If you're hanging it on the tree, you may want to cover it up. I'm going to be hanging it on the wall, so nobody's going to see it unless they take it off the wall. I'm going to use this for my advent calendar. But so what came in today's actual day 9 of the advent? You got some pom-pom trim and some E6000, a little tiny tube E6000. Aren't these cute? This is one of my favorite glues, y'all. I've used this to glue so many different things to so many other things. You should check out my blog. There's always a link down below. All the projects I did, mostly before I had a YouTube channel. There's some connected now, and I hope to do more towards the end of this year and into next year, interconnected with my blog. So This stuff will glue just about anything to just about anything. Like I said, it's pretty hefty stuff. So for me, since if you've already finished this off, you can glue it on with this in the hoop. I'm not going to do that simply because I haven't finished mine off on the back yet. Alright, now this does have some stretch to it, so just pay attention to that, okay? You should have plenty to go around your hoop and a little left over, okay? This piece I have right here may be a little longer than what you got because it's just what I had left over, okay? So we're going to put this around our hoop. That's what we're going to do. It's like little snow things. But what you want to pay attention to, you see this? This puts them in the back because I'm doing the trim. So if technically this is the front, so I want to start on the other, go in the other direction with the little pom-poms facing the front. That way they are in the front and you can actually see them on the front, okay? So just pay attention to what you're doing with that. Now, if you got this turned the other way, obviously you still want to start from the side, no matter which way this is turned, okay? So this right here has one of those little, yeah, it's got a thing on the lid. You just poke in here, okay? Just try not to squeeze it as you're poking it, because this stuff does come out. You see how it's just coming out? It'll just come out. Yeah, it's under pressure. Okay, so, and you may want to wear gloves. You don't want to stick your fingers together, that is for sure. And you may want a toothpick or something to put this on. I'm just going to do mine right like that. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to, if I can get this to cooperate, I'm just going to stick it right on there. And this grabs pretty quickly, okay? I'm not going to put it around the whole thing. I'm just going to put little places of it, okay? There's no real reason to do it on all of it because it's going to grip and it's not going to let go, okay? So be sure you got it where you want to. It is repositionable to a certain extent, okay? But it's not like something that you should move around a lot, because what will happen also, if you pull it off too much, it'll dry and then it won't stick anymore to itself, okay? Because it's done dried out. It's pretty thick. I'm not even having to squeeze this. It's just coming out like this. So, and you want to save this because you're going to use it again. So once you get close to the end, just kind of see where you're going to cut it. I'm going to cut mine just past that last little pom-pom there. Just snip it away and put my last little bit on there. There you go. And now, be careful. If you get that on your fingers, you may want to go wash it before you touch anything else, because it will stick to stuff. I just kind of wipe the end of my tube off like that, and I'm going to stick my lid back on so we can have it for later. There's our little pom-pom hoop. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. And so when I put it on here, whenever I get finished, see how cute that's going to be? Yeah, I like it. See, mine kind of started looking like a tree, didn't it? I think this blue that's here, I'm going to make it come out over here. And, you know, I'm going to add some more stuff to it. But, yeah, that's what it's going to look like when you're finished completely. Some of these we may not finish the day that we start, but that's okay. That's okay. We can work on them little bits when we want to, right? And I'll show you mine when I get completely finished. So, that is our third project, our third little project, right? This little hoop, maker hoop. Like I said, some people said they want to use it as an ornament. You could use some of the twine that came with your advent calendar to hang it with, or you could probably hang it with just this little thing. Or you can hang it on the wall, which is what I'm going to do. You can do a lot of different things. Whatever you would like to do with it. You could gift it to somebody. You could always gift any of these items to somebody if you wanted to. But yeah, what do y'all think about my little pom-pom hoop? I think he's really cute. That's what I think. So, so you're going to have a little bit of trim left. It's not going to be as much as this. You're probably going to have more like, this much left. Or something like that. Okay? So this is going to be a little bit. Probably. I can't remember exactly what it is. Yeah. So, y'all look. I didn't let that dry before I closed that. So now my handle is on the other side. It's on the other page. Y'all let yourself dry before you close your book. I probably can get that off, but I think that's hilarious because that's my fault for being a tingling. But so let's see what I got. I got these pages. I kind of want to leave these for journaling. I want to add some little stuff to them. No, I don't want to cover up all my deer. So I'm going to put my pocket in the back here, okay? Now, you can use your glue from before. This I gave you. Or you can use this. All I would say is if you use this, use very little because it will bleed through the fabric and it could leave little marks on the front of the fabric. So just so you know. So I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to see how it actually will hold up. I think it'll glue pretty good, because my little string over there is pretty stuck. I think I can pull it off, but so you could also, like, if you got staples or something, you could staple it to it. I'm going to put it back here. You could also, if you wanted to, and you had some embroidery thread left, you can embroidery something on here. That'd be really cute. You can embroidery something on here. That sounds so country. And I'm going to kind of pooch this up a little bit. Look at that. It's a little pocket. Isn't that cute? Just let it dry. It should hold pretty well. I would just let it dry. But you can embroider something on there. And with your leftover embroidery material and another maker symbol if you wanted to. And stick that in there. You can stick this on here like this if you want to. Or you can stick it here or hanging out the side. I think I'm going to put mine out the side. I think I'm going to do mine like this. Mine's got that little piece on. I'm going to cut that off. Come on, little piece of fuzz. Get over there. You don't want to let go. My scissors ain't cutting it. There we go. Good gracious. Oh, wow. It's kind of like a handle or something. I don't know if this is going to hold that. So I'm going to use the other one for this. Because this is kind of hefty. It's heftier. It's heftier than the fabric. So let's see. Alright. So don't squeeze from the middle like I'm doing. Squeeze from the bottom. This is going to make your life much easier when you use this later. Trust me. Look, isn't that cute? It's just a little trim in there. So what I'll do now is just pinch. I have to be careful. I'm going to pinch this. Y'all can't see that. To try to get that dent out of the middle that I did, which I know better than to do. But look at there. It's a little Christmas sack in the back. I could stick something in. I don't know what I'm going to stick in there, but I like that. I like it a lot. You can also stamp on fabric if you want. If you have a stamp, or you could use your stencil and that marker. I bet you could use it on here. Let me see. I'm gonna see. I forgot about that. I'm gonna see. Let me see what I got. So I want to use this. I want to keep my stencils the same that I'm using because y'all have the same stencils. So yeah, let's see how well this marker does on fabric. Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. But you know what? It probably will work is a paint marker. That will definitely work. Y'all, I'm so silly. I'm just gonna do, yeah. My white paint marker is a dud or something. It's not working as great as the black one. I don't know why, but it ain't. I try to just write with it. It don't come out as good. It's very strange. It's like it won't come out unless I poke it. Unless I poke the thing down. Alright. Anyway. Look at there. That guy looks like a batik or something, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? So what's fun about stencils is you can use them however you want. You don't have to use them the way that they are designed. You can do whatever you like. You can stencil the parts that you like the best and leave out the rest. Okay, this is ticking me off. I don't know what's going on with my marker. You know, I only have a ton more of these in there that I could use, but I keep using this one. Someone else told me their marker was working great. Y'all let me know. How is your white marker working? I don't like mine. I'm sorry if you got a dud too. That kind of looks neat. Look at there. You could add more to it, but I'm not going to sit here and keep poking that with my marker because it's not working like I want to. But there we go. That is our Maker Advent Day 9. So tomorrow we start a new project, and those are also packed individually. And Day 10's clue is sand and dusted. So, sounds interesting. I'm going to be working something a little bit different. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I really am. And until tomorrow, I hope y'all continue making until tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.